not only do our 4-H horse exhibitors compete well statewide, but also nationally in the Super 8 horse contesting events. Be sure to stay with me, and we're going to learn about some of the exceptional honors some of our 4-H horse participants have earned in the past year. Connie Smith with Oyster Extension in Fairfield County. Well, you know, on the farm page, we really like to focus on 4-H youth. And boy, today we are doing that. We are focusing on young ladies who have a very big passion for horses. And we have Jaden Triplett with me. And then we have Madalyn Sullivan. Okay, ladies. Madalyn, how many years in the 4-H project?
Probably getting close to 8 or 9.
8 or 9, yeah. So you got one more year left? Or are you about done?
I have 2 more years.
You have 2
2
more
or
years.
3. I think
2
2.
or 3, okay. And what 4-H club have you been a part of?
Currently I'm in Rough Riders, but I spent probably the first 7 years in a 4-H club called Classic Points.
Okay. And where do you go to school?
I'm homeschooled at Connections Academy.
Okay. And what area of the county do you live in?
We live in Perry County, but we show in Fairfield.
Oh, we show in Fairfield. So I want our listeners to understand that these horse clubs are all over Fairfield County. And Jade, tell me, how many years in the horse project?
This is either my 7th or 8th year.
Okay. And what 4-H club?
Rough Riders 4-H club.
And where do you go to school?
Fairfield Union.
Fairfield Union. And so tell me a little bit about the horse. What's your horse like?
She's a mare, so she can be very opinionated. Like
So help our listeners. A mare is female.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah, a female adult horse.
Female adult horse. A little opinionated?
A lot opinionated.
A lot opinionated, yeah. Okay. And Maddie, how about your horse?
My horse is also a mare. Definitely not the stereotypical mare. A lot less opinionated. Very loving and truly the best horse, I believe, for me.
What's a stereotypical mare?
Bossy, kind of directive, very opinionated.
Really? So how long did you search to find the perfect horse for you?
Oh, geez. My mom looked for a really long time, and I want to say a year.
Really?
About looking, just because we found her and she just kept going back to her. I was like, I really like this one. Just kept going back and back and like, let's go look at her. And she was really awesome.
Yeah. So Jade, how long did you find your very opinionated mare?
Well, I've been riding her for the past 6 years.
Uh-huh.
And one day we were driving past this farm, and then we saw the people riding in the arena, and I thought it'd be cool to look into. And then like 1 year later, we talked to the owner of that facilities, and I was able to lease Lady off of her.
Wow, yeah. Is she the perfect horse for you?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So what is this horse club experience? It's got to be all the shows, all the things you do. It's kind of a non-traditional experience because I think you two would, you have to become friends and almost like horse family, right? Would you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you do a lot of things together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think that. So let's get into this Super 8 horse event that you do through Ohio State, through 4-H, and you ladies excelled in the communication project area of that. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Maddie, tell me, what did you do to excel in the communications project?
It was a lot of practice and just going back and reading it over and over and over again. And it was a lot of big words, so we had to focus on...
Wait, stop. The big word. what's the topic of your
Torticollis.
Torticollis? So when you do this presentation for the state horse communication project, is it a PowerPoint you do, or is it a poster project, or how does that happen then?
We created a PowerPoint presentation that we displayed behind us, and then we created a poster displaying different parts of the neck that were affected.
Okay.
And we actually had a stuffed animal, and because you can use acupuncture as a source of treatment for it, I placed needles into the neck at different points to show where the acupoints were.
Wow. All right, now, this Torticollis, you need to help me understand, Jaden, what exactly that is.
So it's an involuntary neck deformity that horses can get, but it's very rare. And so, like, if the horse's neck and head got trapped under its body, it caused muscles in the neck to rip or rupture.
So those muscles would be used in ways not ever normal to the horse. Is that what you're saying? And it would just have a lot of muscle damage.
Yeah.
Right. How does that happen? How does that injury happen?
It can happen from a fall, or if they're trip over a lead rope and while they're running,
Okay.
or if they get their hoof caught over their lead rope if it's tied too loose, and then they can also rip their neck muscles that way.
Okay, have you guys ever seen that happen with a horse? Never?
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, well, good. So,
No, fortunately not.
yeah, fortunately not, absolutely.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so fortunately not, you've never seen that happen, but let me ask you this. How did you come up, Maddie, with that particular subject matter for this presentation?
That is actually an interesting story. So I have a UC Davis book. It's actually a college book, and I randomly opened up random pages, and that was one of the subjects, and I hadn't heard of it, and I was like, what's this one?
Yeah.
That's actually how that one came up.
So when you picked that topic, wasn't it, you had to pick it because you wanted to learn about it. Because nobody just says, I want to learn about Torticollis and just let it happen, you know? So what knowledge did you gain from that?
I learned a lot about the different neck uses, different muscles in the neck and what they're used for, and how they can be affected by different things, and how to condition your horse. Because it was a lot more than just, your horse falling. You had to learn what happened, afterwards, and how to build them back up to using your neck and being able to ride them again, and building up muscles afterwards.
Absolutely. Okay, so we get to state competition. How did you do?
We did pretty good. It was a little nerve-wracking since it's a different atmosphere than it is at state level.
Okay. So you won or was first or second in the state, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you traveled to national competition at Quarter Horse Congress.
Yes.
So once you get to Quarter Horse Congress and national competition, a little stiffer competition?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, it was.
So you had to do your demonstration, you had to do your PowerPoint, and how did you place nationally?
We got 7th.
Wow. That's pretty daggone cool, isn't it? Yeah, were you pretty proud of that?
Yes.
Yeah. So, after you do all that, and you talk to people, and you tell them about something you learned, what did you take away as far as learning something different? Was that a challenge that you'll do again?
Yes, I'm more planning on actually doing the communication and contest again this year.
You are?
Yeah.
What's the topic gonna be, do you know?
Oh.
Or are you gonna open that UC Davis book and just pick something out again?
Yeah, actually, on our way back from the state level, a friend's mom mentioned, because in our 4-H group, it's almost split in half. It's half contesting or gymkhana people and half pleasure. And she mentioned that it would be interesting to do a debate style presentation. Since she does gymkhana and I do pleasure, we would
Okay,
kind
wait. So, gymkhana.
Yeah.
Okay, what in the world is that?
So gymkhanas are like barrel racing competitions.
Okay, so you're more of a contest person.
Yeah.
And you are
pleasure.
pleasure, and that's just, what is pleasure?
That's like I consider the tame side of the horse industry.
The tame side.
And then, so you got showmanship, western pleasure, trail classes, hunting to saddle.
So you're never doing a contest where you're timed on anything?
For the most part, no. There are some classes that have times, but it's mostly obstacle classes.
Okay, perfect, okay. You girls are teaching me a lot today. I'll tell you what, I didn't know you could ride a horse so many different ways. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm very pleased to have Madalyn Sullivan and Jaden Triplett with me. Congratulations, 7th in the nation. That's pretty daggone cool.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hi, this is Connie Smith with OSU Extension in Fairfield County. And on the 88.9 WLRY farm page, one of the things that we like to do is highlight youth. And today, we are learning all about horse projects, and I'm learning about all kinds of horse stuff I never knew. And some of these Super 8 contesting events. Gabby, tell me, we have quite a great representation that completed the Super 8 contest, correct?
Yes.
And that is 8 contests, different things you have to do, and then you become like a superstar, is that it, or
Yeah, it's equine superstar, so you get a jacket, you get a trophy, all sorts of fun stuff.
Okay, so tell me this, these contesting events, is this 1 year's worth of work, or how many years do you have to compete in this superstar event?
Well, so it's a whole year event, so
Okay.
it usually starts in February or March, and the competitions don't end until late October and early November.
Okay,
And so you have to complete all 8 within 1 year.
okay, so you never say, I'm gonna do 4 this year or 4 the next, it is like 1 year and done, and you have to really commit to get all this done, don't you?
Yes, well actually, if you wanted to, you could do different levels of this award. So all 8 would be considered the gold award.
Okay.
If you did 6 of them, that would be the silver, and if you did, I think like 4 or 5, that's the bronze.
Okay.
So you can still get an award for doing some of these events.
Okay. Well, tell me this. There were how many of you? Was it 5 or 7?
There are 5 of us.
5, okay. Did you guys all kind of get together and say, this is what our goal is? Did you, was that a planned effort to complete all of these contests in 1 year?
Well, I actually did the Super 8 in 2017 as well.
Okay.
And basically, my advisors had gone to a advisor training all day long, and there's a banquet for the Super 8 winners. Well, my mom looked more into it, and she's like, oh, well, this would be really neat. How about we get some people together and we try this? So
Okay.
me and a couple other people went out and tried it in 2017, and then a couple people did it last year.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to do it last year because it conflicted with schedules for me,
Yeah.
but I was able to do it again this year with a couple other people.
So Gabby Gugliemotto, my special guest, is with me today. She's a freshman at OSU Newark studying animal science. The end goal, a horse vet,
Yes.
correct? Correct, when we're all done, a few years down the road, let's say
Yes.
that. So hence, for the communication part of the Super 8 horse contesting, Gabby, tell us a little bit about the horse and all the red marks on the horse. Help
Okay.
me understand.
So I did a presentation on the 5-way vaccination, and so the 5-way vaccination covers 5 core illnesses that are very deadly to your horse, and
Okay.
you have to get them every year. And basically, the horse models the different sites that you can give this vaccination.
Okay.
So you
help me
can give the vaccination at the base of the rump here. You can give it on their neck. You can give it into their chest here and straight into the buttocks as well. But it's safest to do it on the neck so that you can avoid getting kicked, bitten, or kicked from the front. So.
Yeah. So what made you look at this vaccination? Is it something you have to do every single year with your horse, correct?
Yes.
So what diseases are you preventing with this vaccination?
So you are preventing eastern and western encephalitis, equine influenza, rhinopneumonitis, and tetanus.
Okay. So it's very critical that the horse receives this every single year.
Yes.
Critical. Okay. Tell me about your horses.
So my horses, right now they're just fat and happy in a field, taking the winter off.
But I have a barrel horse, and I've had her since I was about, 4. And so I've had her for 15 years. So she turned, the gotcha day, when I got her was actually this past Christmas. So we just went through 15 years.
Okay, now tell me this, was this a horse that's a rescue horse?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, both of mine are rescues.
Okay.
They're both slaughterhouse rescues.
Really?
Yes.
And how did that all happen?
Well, when I was really little, I really wanted a pony, and so I asked my grandpa for Christmas, and he actually ended up getting a pony without my parents knowing too, which is great.
Which is a really cool grandpa.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Definitely. And so he actually bought her from a cattle market, and so cattle market, slaughterhouse, they both end up going to the same place. But he got her as a 6-month-old, and so I've had her ever since. And then Boots, who's my retired horse. Her old owners actually bought her directly from the slaughterhouse itself.
Wow, what a story. And lifelong commitment for you.
Oh yeah.
Love of horses for you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell us, you get through the communication contest, and oh my gosh, are you a national winner too?
Yeah, I ended up getting 4th in the nation.
Wow. So, do you think Fairfield County's got a pretty strong horse club?
I think so.
Yeah, and what 4-H club are you in?
I'm in Rough Riders.
Rough Riders. And how many years?
And I've been in 4-H for 10 years now. This is my last year.
Yeah, your last year.
Yep.
What are some of the things you've learned in 4-H exhibiting these horses?
Definitely a lot of patience. The horse that I'm training, that I trained, my horse, took a very long time to train, and it was a kind of a back and forth process where you take 2 steps forward and then something would happen and you take a step back. But so a lot of patience, a lot of leadership skills, a lot of public speaking. Like without 4-H, I would not be able to sit here without freaking out. So definitely it has helped me with some lifelong goals. It's also really gotten me into my veterinary degree. Really gotten me into the horse illnesses and treating them and everything.
And you were also a member of Bloom Care Off at Vet.
I was.
Yeah. That helped with a little public speaking too.
That helped with a lot, especially when my advisor said you're doing it. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mrs. Bachman, you can't
and
you can't tell her no.
Oh no.
No, absolutely not. Well, my good friend Gabby Gugliemotto is here with us today. Congratulations on this 4th place award in the nation. How cool is that? I'm so proud of you. This is pretty cool stuff. This has been Connie Smith with OSU Extension for the 88.9 WLRY Farm Page.